Hello and good morning. And today is about whether or not you're hiding from something in your life. So, title being, Are you hiding from something? Question. Okay, so today, welcome. Sorry, haven't introduced myself for people who are new. It's Elizabeth Smith here from the Guru Co. Welcome. I hope you get lots of value from this. This one has been, I suppose, it's the slight emotional tugs every now and again writing this one today. So, I hope it's useful. It's come from as always, quite an eclectic mix, which is what you get with me. I pull from all over the place, but it was triggered initially by a wonderful woman that I'm working with at the moment and a business owner. And we were sort of going back in history, which is something that I do like to do because often I find, I don't know if you've probably heard me say it before, the mystery is in the history and it's buried in there somewhere. So we were looking back at her life and we were looking back at some of the behaviours and the beliefs and where they might have come from. And we did discover it. We absolutely did discover it. And there was such a correlation between her memories of youth and childhood and how she was feeling now in the present day as a grown woman and a business owner, an entrepreneur, and a very successful one. So, and we looked at the life's battles that have gone ahead. So what we did from that is that it was very emotive in the way that to finally make connections is always something so powerful. So today has gone from that to where I then took from there, did some more research as I always do, not about that, but just came across it. And I think this is sort of this, we talk about law of attraction, but it is about those things. When you've got something playing on your mind, you often pick up things, don't you? Your peripheral vision is open and your taste buds are tingling and you grab onto things. Oh, hang on a moment. I've got some. Hello, Chloe. Good morning. Lovely to see you. And Leanne. Hello, lovely ladies. So once you're out there and you start looking for things and you start attracting things, and because you're alive, your taste buds are looking for excitement, and you start looking at different things. Well, this is what's happened. And I came across a wonderful story about Sparky, and some of you might have seen this. And if you have, oh my gosh, you'll know exactly where I'm coming from. So I watched the whole thing about Sparky, and he was an awkward child. He was socially awkward. He was a bit of a loner. His classmates, according to the film that I watched, didn't bully him, just didn't really notice him. He was a nondescript. He was just one of the number. And I sort of, when you think about that, he flunked most of his studies, he flunked in sports, his sciences, all of the traditional things. And as I watched it, I found myself sort of feeling a sense of real understanding and real compassion, and something, I don't know, something very odd, like when you watch someone you really love, and they're having a tough time of it, and you just want to reach out, and you want to, anyone with children will, and husbands and partners will understand what I mean. When you see them really going through emotional pain or physical pain, you just want to leap in there, take it away from them, hold them, make it all better, and give them the magic, the magic that will take it all away and make everything wonderful and glorious, and life's no longer tough for them. And I get this horrible feeling when I was watching him. It was really in my gut and in my chest. And I thought, oh, whatever, this poor boy. Anyway, I then found that, there was an awful lot there that I really hooked into, that I really sympathized with. And there was some real similarities to my own life and my hidden life, I suppose, is where I'm coming from. So, there's always that, if you visualize yourself, you've got this grown woman, and then inside you've got this little person, this quite vulnerable person, the emotional person inside that, you put on great big fronts, don't you, to keep people slightly distant from you. It's that you have the public view and then you have your own view. Well, and this is your own image of yourself. And I think that's where I was connecting with. And I thought, you know what, if I'm doing this, so are other people. And you work with people, and you often find that hidden in there is this younger person, this lost person, this person who is, you know, still feeling like they've got no value or they've got no control over their life. And I really warmed to this character, Sparky. And as I watched him, and the story developed, I then realized, and we were told that actually he was the creator of Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown, Peanuts, Charlie Brown and Snoopy. And he told his life through the cartoon of Charlie Brown. And I've always loved Charlie Brown, but he's always had that slight irritation to me where I'm going, no, Charlie, why are you doing that, Charlie? Surely you know by now, Charlie. But yeah, so I thought, my goodness, I never would have thought someone that successful was telling his own life through these Charlie Brown stories. And, you know, he became a phenomenon and a real success. And he did that through, and I suppose this is my overall message to you this morning, rather than sort of beating around the bush, is that, you know, he did this through painful, embarrassing moments. He did it through his horrific anxieties and unhappiness at sort of failure, and the rejections that he went through. I mean, I believe that he was rejected by Walt Disney, of all people, with his artwork. But overall, he kept going. And this is where I think today is the message for you, is that, you know, I believe we all face what Charlie Brown has faced in his life in one way or another, and we have these similarities. But I suppose it's how we use those experiences, because those experiences of growing up made him. And that's really my message. Be grateful for what we experience and use them right. And I hope you've got some value out of this. And thank you so much, ladies, for joining me. And Abby, oh yes, oh my goodness, yes. Anyway, lots of love. And yes, I'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.